may we know kung ano ang magiging hakbang ng Congress now that the Commission on Audit, naglabas sila ng report na yung Office of the President ay top spender ng 2023 Confidential and Intelligence Fund. Pati yun ba ay bubusisiin din ng Kongreso kung paano ginastos?
2 days ago po, that was 11 December 2024, nagkaroon po ng press con yung dalawang miyembro po ng Mababang Kapulungan, si Congressman Rog Gutierrez ng One Rider Party List at si Congressman Joel Archua ng 3rd District ng Manila, also chairperson ng Committee on Good Government and Public Order. At nag-update po sila regards sa House and also answers some questions by the reporter. But number one question po na ibinito sa kanila is that now that the COA report state that the President in 2023 is the biggest spender of CIF, Confidential and Intelligence Fund, may gagawin daw po ba ang Kongreso or ang Mababang Kapulungan or iimbestigahan din ba nila kung paano ito ginastos? To which Congressman Joel Chua replied.
Well, yung sa Office of the President is a different matter dahil yun may trabaho at may obligasyon ang ating Presidente bilang Commander-in-Chief ng sandatahan ng ating bansa at ang kanya po ay it concerns national security.
Napaka-straightforward po ng answer sa isang masasabi kong clickbait na tanong dahil binibait nila si Congressman Chua na why not investigate yung Office of the President kung paano nila ginastos yung CIF, yung Confidential Intelligence Fund. Pero yung sa OBP, inimbestigahan nyo. Bakit yung sa Office of the Vice President hindi nyo inimbestigahan? No? So, well, napakaganda pong tanong. The President, while holding the biggest or the top civilian post in the country as being President, is also the Commander-in-Chief. And as a Commander-in-Chief, the Intelligence Fund, the Confidential and Intelligence Fund, is an essential tool para kahit paano po magampanan mo yung mandate mo na maipagtanggol yung national security. No? And he added further.
Ito pong ipinapasa po namin ay paglilimita sa mga ahensya na wala pong kinalaman sa national security, sa peace and order, at intelligence gathering.
Nililimitahan nila yung investigasyon nila dun sa mga civilian agency na bakit ganun? Gumagamit ng Confidential Intelligence Fund pero hindi naman sila involved sa national security, sa peace and order, and intelligence gathering. No? So, kung titingnan po natin yung mandate ng Office of the Vice President, check ko na po yan. No? So, nakalagay din yan, serving the nation, supporting the President, providing public service, promoting democracy, empowering communities, developing programs, collaborating with public and private sector. And it doesn't say anything na mag-entail ng national security, public order, and intelligence gathering. No? So that's the difference. No? So, ang President being the Commander-in-Chief, one way or the other talaga kailangan niya ng confidential and intelligence fund, and the Vice President on the contrary is not the Commander-in-Chief. So sabi nga ng ibang analyst, the Vice President is President in waiting. Means kung may mangyari sa Presidente, diyan siya mag-step in, kung mamatay ang Presidente, huwag naman sana, or sabi nga nila spare tire. No? So, then he added
Kami po kasi itong investigasyon namin is confined doon sa privilege speech ni Congressman Valeriano at saka ni Congresswoman Luistro.
Yun guys, no? So if napanood nyo po yung privilege speech po ni Congressman, I think Rolando Valeriano ng 2nd District ng Manila, pinuna niya po dito yung naging asal, yung attitude, and yung pagiging walang respeto sa mga mambabatas, sa kapangyarihan ng mambabatas na mag-imbestiga, nung nag-budget deliberation po ang Office of the President sa mababang kapulungan. No? So, this one. And sinabi po rito ni Congressman Valeriano na medyo unvice presidential, no? Hindi unprofessional. No? And of course, kinutya niya nga, and he chided na dito sa Manila, wag yung iboto ang Vice Presidente in case natatakbo itong bilang Presidente in 2028. And further, sabi niya sa mga Pilipino, sa buong Pilipinas, wag niyo pong iboto ang Vice Presidente bilang Presidente kung ganyan lang din ang asal nito. While Congresswoman Luistro of 2nd District ng Batangas, if I'm not mistaken, 2nd District ng Batangas, naglabas naman siya ng chart ng confidential fund ng nooy Mayor Sara Duterte in Davao City. And would you imagine, no? Ang title nga is Skyrocketing. Pataas ng pataas. Pero hindi naman tumaas kung titignan, no? In 2017, nung mahalal na Vice Presidente, si ngayon, Vice Presidente Sara Duterte, nung mahalal siya na mayor, ang confidential fund ng na nagastos nila in 2017, in 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, I don't know if it's up 2022, 460 million. No? So, and that is while the sitting president is yung ama niya, si Rodrigo Roa Duterte. No? So, syempre, siguro during that time, medyo personal opinion ko lang, medyo nasanay sila na since lumulusot naman yung paraan nila para i-liquidate itong mga pondo na to, and of course, wala ka talaga matanggap na notice of disallowance dahil ang presidente ay ama mo. No? So, and during that time, si Presidente Rodrigo Roa Duterte, galit po yan sa COA. No? And who would fear the former president? No? So, I think that's what happened. No? Since lumulusot naman yung mga ganitong paraan na magsasubmit ka ng mga fictitious na resibo para ma-liquidate mo yung confidential fund, siguro nasanay siya nun. No? So that's what happened. 460 million every year for the past 6 years, 2017 to 2022, sino ba naman ang hindi malulula sa pondo na ginagamit ng nooy Mayor Sara Duterte na ngayon Vice Presidente na po. No? So, ayun, bali yun po yung dalawang privilege speech na masabi natin nagsimula ng pag-iimbestiga po ng mababang kapulungan sa confidential fund ng Vice Presidente. No? And to which, no, so sinundan po yan, inayunan ni Congressman Rog Gutierrez ng One Rider Party List. Panoorin po natin, no?
In addition to that lang po, no, and just to be clear, 2 points make it different po, no? First and foremost, nabanggit po ni Chairman Chua, is that in relation to yung good gov, we were talking about confidential funds by civilian agencies that are not necessarily related initially. And whether or not this piece of legislation was passed, we are going to act on that. If someone filed a privileged speech or a resolution, if there were any regarding doon naman sa President, if ever it was found to be used in matters not related to their functions, then I think the committee would also take that matter up po. No? But the difference is it did not happen po. Dito, confidential funds of a civilian agency. So, President, very clear po. In fact, if I understand po, sir, no, the COA, can you give us yung value po, sir, yung sa COA? Ano po yung nabanggit? For 2023 po ito, no?
For 2023, the Office of the President under President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. is the top confidential and intelligence fund spender for 2023 with a combine of 4.56 billion based on the report of COA Annual Financial Report.
Opo, confidential and intelligence funds po, no? We have to take note, yung sa good government, what we were talking about is confidential funds of a civilian agency. Intelligence funds po, which are related to national security concerns as disbursed by the necessary security agency. Iba naman po yun. And I think the bulk of my understanding of the news was correct. Yung sa 4 point something, majority of that was intelligence funds naman po talaga. So that's the first po na, the distinction between confidential and intelligence funds, between civilian and security agency. Second matter po na yung pagkakaiba nito, we will take note, wala pong notice of disallowance. There was no notice of disallowance in the OP, and that's why no one has filed any privileged speech or resolution. Dito po sa OVP, nagkaroon pa ng notice of disallowance. So that's one difference po siguro. And in fact, one of the provisions in the new piece of legislation is that the notice of disallowance would open up yung COA declassification. So I think those are the two kinds of distinctions. But in summary po, if ever there was a complaint, I believe the committee will hear it. But given po na one, it's not really, that was intelligence and not confidential, and two, wala namang notice of disallowance, I think we'd understand kung bakit wala po actually in the complaint.
Well, that answers your question, guys. So, bakit ba hindi inimbestigahan ng mababang kapulungan yung confidential and intelligence funds ng Pangulong Bongbong Marcos? No? So, since pareho naman sila meron yan, no? And to answer that question, sabi nga ni Rocha Gutierrez ng One Rider Parkins. One, ang Office of the President, does not have a notice of disallowance from COA. That's the thing. Wala siyang notice of disallowance. Ano bang notice of disallowance? In layman's term, no, pag sinabi ng COA na meron kang notice of disallowance, ibig sabihin, yung nire-reimburse mong pera, not necessarily reimburse, ano? Dahil ang ginamit mo sa reimbursement, pera mo, ano? Pag nililiquidate mo yung isang paggastos ng isang ahensya, yung papel na in-attach mo, yung mga attachment mo sa papel mo, invalid. In the case of the OVP, medyo spurious, no? Medyo dubious po yung mga attachment nila, yung mga ARs na nakalagay, alam naman natin, no? Mary Grace Piatos, Popoy Villamin, no? And others, no? So, medyo spurious, no? So, and I think this is what caused the notice of disallowance by COA. Ibig sabihin, hindi tama, no? Yung attachment na inilagay mo sa liquidation paper mo, no? So, yan yung notice of disallowance. And sabi nga ni Congressman Roch Gutierrez, ang Office of the President, wala pong notice disallowance, while the Office of the Vice President does have. And that prompted yung privileged speech ni Congressman Rolando Valeriano ng 3rd District or 2nd District ng Manila, and subsequent privileged speech ni Congresswoman Luistro ng 2nd District ng Batangas. No? So, well, that's it, guys. No? Hopefully po na nabigyan po natin ng justification yung pag-compare bakit ang Office of the Vice President investigahan while the Office of the President hindi investigahan. And of course, if you guys find value dito po sa mga reaction natin, sa mga sinasabi natin, yung opinion po ni What's Above, wag niyo pong kalimutan mag-subscribe. No? So, i-click niyo rin po yung like icon and as well as the bell icon para kahit paano po, every time po na magpo-post po ako ng video, manonotify po kayo. So, yun lang guys. No? So, as a whole, honestly, hindi po ako kampi kay Marcos. No? So, but I am against katiwalian. No? So, hindi po natin kakampihan yung katiwalian, yung pagmamayabang, yung walang respeto. No? So, pinklawan ako, but still, my heart goes to BBM right now dahil tahimik lang siya. Pag may binato sa kanyang bato, hindi siya sumasagot no? So, napaka-simple. And I think, That's one of the reason people like him. No? So, that's it. No? So, yun lang guys. Maraming salamat po sa panonood. No? Bakit ba hindi iniimbestigahan ng bababang kapulungan ang CIF ng Pangulong Marcos at iniimbestigahan, on the other hand, ang CIF ng Vice Presidente. Yun lang guys. God bless. God bless.